This sports broadcast made possible with support from the following. The Bear Family McDonald's, proud supporters of our community since 1967. Stop by one of their over 35 area McDonald's restaurants today. Rosen Hyundai of Algonquin and Genesis of Algonquin. Looking for a brand new Hyundai or certified pre-owned? It's Rosen Express online buying made simple. Visit rosenhyundai.com or genesisofelgonquin.com. Custom Heating and Cooling of Chicagoland. For all your heating or cooling needs, count on Custom Heating and Cooling, featuring sales, installation, and 24-hour emergency service. Find them online at customheating.com. Custom Heating and Cooling, powered by Bryant, whatever it takes. For the best pizza in town, Wise Guys Pizzeria in South Elgin. Check out our new and improved online ordering at I'mAWiseGuy.com. Tom the Plumber is a family-owned and operated company committed to providing plumbing service and installations of the highest quality and craftsmanship. Tom the Plumber, honest and affordable. Visit Tom online at TomThePlumberInc.com. And Daryl Barnes Photography for portraits, family and graduation photos, sports team photos, and more. Contact Daryl Barnes Photography at DarylBarnes.com.
We've waited and waited, and now it's finally back. Home basketball here for the South Elgin Storm. South Elgin, Larkin, Storm, and Royals set to tip off. This game brought to you by our season sponsor, the Bear Family McDonald's. Of course, proud supporters of our community since 1967. Stop by one of their 35 area McDonald's restaurants today. Nick Martinez with the Beacon Academy, and now we're back for another season of South Elgin basketball. First time we're streaming the Storm this season, and we're all glad to be back. It's the matchup between the 0-4 Larkin Royals and the 2-4 South Elgin Storm. Larkin's had a tough start to their season after 2 years ago, making it pretty far in the IHSA state playoffs. Definitely not looking like the usual Larkin Royals, but South Elgin off to a slower start than expected at 2-4, coming off their first time in school history conference championship with second-year head coach Philip Church. And we'll see how both teams match up against each other. Larkin, easy to beat in transition, not a strong rebounding team over the course of their season so far, and very guard heavy. It should be an easy matchup for these Storm defenders. And all the Storm fans piling in here for the home opener. We got the debut of the home jerseys as well. Brand new jerseys for the Storm and brand new warm-ups. As you can see, some of the players, some of the varsity players warming up here to begin their homestead here in conference. South Elgin is 1-0 in conference. They beat the Glenbard South Raiders a couple of days ago. Larkin is 0-1 in the conference against a Glenbard East. Conference standings on the line here between these two conference rivals, and it should be a very exciting game. We've had a couple of historic matchups between these two teams over the years. The Royals and the Storm always put up a great showing here at South Elgin High School. And this is a great way to start the broadcasting season here for the Storm. South Elgin and the Royals set to tip off in just about a couple of minutes. We'll meet both teams. Both starting lineups for these teams are a mix of small ball and size down low. That's given the advantage to all the teams, both of these teams in the season so far. The mix between guard play and the tall centers down low. There you see number 20, Derek Clark, one of the best players in the Upstate 8 conference and the leading scorer for the Storm this season. Number 20, you'll hear Derek Clark a lot here tonight. A lot of juniors mixed in with some of the seniors on the South Elgin squad. Should be an exciting home opener here. Nick Martinez with the Beacon Academy. All the cameras, switchers, graphics, anything you can think of on your screen is all run by students. And we'll have our national anthem. And soon have the introductions for the Storm and the Royals. Storm and Royals. It doesn't get much better than this one, folks. South Elgin and Larkin, two conference rivals, were about to introduce the opponents. The Larkin Royals, their team 0-4, not a great start to their season. Let's see if they can put up a good fight against this pretty deep Storm team. Projected 5, A.J. Jones, Josh Hibbets, Javion Sowers, Logan Lever, and Jack Caspier. Not a very deep rotation for the Royals. Play about 8 to 9 guys per game. Like to lead on their top scorers the entire game, as we've seen so far in their shortened season. And now, for the first time at home, the Storm will be introduced in front of their home fans. Noah Cruz Jr. out to give some high fives to the varsity team, as Shaylin Shukti, first player to get introduced for the Storm. Following him is Ethan Zagori. And as we mentioned, Derek Clark, number 20, getting introduced as well. You can see some of the t-shirts they're throwing out to the fans. We also saw the feeder team of the Storm throw some t-shirts to some lucky fans. As Ishmael George will round out the starting 5 for the Storm. A very important conference matchup between these two teams. It's going to be a good one. See the Storm home fans waited a long time to get back to some home basketball, and now South Elgin will have a great game to watch here tonight. Ishmael George and Case Spear at center court, and we have tip-off. Larkin will control the start, and we'll see what the Royals can do on the offensive end. It'll be a quick pass on the outside to Weaver. That one no good. And Derek Clark stepped out of bounds on the rebound. Early miscue there for Clark, and the Royals will get the ball right back off the lever miss. Trying to get it inbounded. Good defense down low. A tough take to the basket, and the Royals will get the scoring started. Larkin, an early lead against the Storm, and now Luis Vergara, senior, will dribble it up for South Elgin. Hands it off to Ishmael George. Derek Clark in the corner, gets it to go. First shot is good for Clark. And an early response for the Storm. And foot on the line, and a turnover for the Royals will lead to celebration for the Storm fans. Two miscues here for both teams to start this game. And now South Elgin will inbound it up by a point, 3-2. early in this game. Zagori up top, guarded tightly from Jones. In the corner, Clark, fresh off a three-point make. Against Lever, down low to George, can't get it to go. Rebound, Zagori up and no good. Fight for the rebound goes to the Royals. And here comes Jones. Jones up top, K-Spear. Sowers, it'll find Lever once again. Strong take, free throw line jumper is good. Josh Hibbets, first shot is good. Now Shaylin Shukti feeling the pressure tightly from Sowers. Shukti, a very good guard here for this Storm team, one of the leaders of this squad. And let's see what he can do here early in this possession. Floater in the lane, no good. Clark tips it to the Royals. High pass down court, soars up for the layup, and Larkin, a very good start to this game. 6 points. All ready to take a 3-point lead against the Storm. Nearly poked away, and it is a steal, and layup is good, and the Royals have the Storm's number early. And this 0-4 team definitely not looking like one. George having some trouble, gets it to Clark. And he'll reset it over to George. Ishmael George, steal, Royals down court. Another basket off the steal, and Larkin, a 10-3 lead, causes a timeout for the Storm. And what a way to come into the Storm home court and shock the fans here. 10 points early in the first quarter for the Royals. And that's a way to start a very important conference matchup. Let's take a look at that steal. Ishmael George tried to get it to Shukti, but an easy steal there on the layup for Sowers. And definitely some chirping after that layup. Larkin, a very good start to this one. While we have a moment, let's remind you about Custom Heating and Cooling. For all of your heating or cooling needs, count on Custom Heating and Cooling of Chicagoland, featuring sales, installation, and 24-hour emergency service. Find them online at customheating.com. Custom Heating and Cooling, powered by Bryant's, whatever it takes. Ryan Brown and Kevon Brooks Jr., along with Connor Hodges, have checked into this game here for the Storm. Shaylin Shukti and Ishmael George, the only starters out there for South Elgin. A complete lineup reset for Coach Church. And let's see what the sophomore Ryan Brown can do here. Dribble in the lane for George. Brown to the rim, takes it, no good. Rebound for K-Spear, gets it out to Lever. Logan Lever missed his first shot attempt, now passes it off to Sowers, who's fresh off the steal. K-Spear having some trouble against George. Take from Lever, nearly poked away from Brooks. That one is tipped from George. It'll reset to Sowers as Darren Carter, head coach of the Royals, will call out the play for his team. Sowers to the rim, back-to-back baskets for Sowers, and make this the largest lead of the game for Larkin. 12-3 now. Only basket in this game for the Storm was the Clark three-pointer. George, Brown, three, no good. Brooks, high arcing shot over the backboard and falls into the hands of Hodges. George had Brooks in the corner. He'll take it himself and draws the foul. George will head to the line for 2 free throws. Strong take early from Ishmael George. And a clear foul against Logan Lever. Number 20 for the Royals. And there you see Ishmael George Jr. for the Storm. If you tuned into our streams earlier in the year, you heard his name plenty of times in our football games. Ethan Zagori coming into the game for Shaylin Shukti. Zagori and Shukti kind of switch off at times for the point guard duties. And now it looks like Zagori will take over at points. Both free throws missed there for George, and Sowers will push it ahead. Here's a strong take. That one tipped and stolen from Zagori off the bench, and an early steal. Here comes KJ. A near backcourt violation, and it is. Couldn't get it across, and give credit to the defense of Hibbett. Josh Hibbett, a very strong defensive stand in this game to start. Only one basket in this game for the Storm. Quite the opposite for the Royals, 12-3. Larkin has led the entire night. Sowers having some trouble, and he moved the foot. That'll be a travel violation against Sowers. And you can already see it. The Storm and the Royals already chirping back and forth. A very physical conference game already halfway through the first quarter. Brooks dribbles and passes it to George. Brooks thought about a three, guarded tightly against AJ. Hodges down low, completes. And one play for Hodges, and that gets the crowd back into it. Good pass down low, and Hodges, strong take to the basket. Brooks passed it to George, and Brooks right to Hodges. The junior giving it off to the senior, and Hodges to the line to complete the and one play. That one is no good. Rebound for George. Hodges up top. Brown, strong take. Pump fake down low and turn the ball over. Turnover for Ryan Brown. Crossover, good dribble move. Brooks got in there to poke it away, but a foul called against KJ. Make that against Hodges, Connor Hodges, with the foul against Sowers, and now Larkin will inbound it. Tough time getting it in. Good defense from the Storm down low. Hodges nearly blocked it, and it falls into the hands of the Larkin Royals down low. Another missed shot and controlled for Zagori. Here comes Ethan down court, and one! Ethan Zagori with the flex and shakes off the Larkin defenders. Back-to-back and one plays. Let's take a look at that take from Zagori. A good celebration and a good shrug off of the Larkin defender. Ethan Zagori muscling his way to the free throw line. That one is good. 12-8 now. The Storm getting a little bit more momentum. 12-8. Just about 3 minutes remaining in the first quarter. Larkin trying to stop the run of the Storm. This lineup has worked good for the Storm, and it works again. Hodges double dribble. Pressure from Larkin leads to the turnover for Hodges. As A.J. Jones head to the bench. Tyler Burke now into the game, along with Kabaya, Burke as well. A couple of bench players in here for both teams, and Hodges leaned a little bit into that defensive slide, and that's an easy call against Hodges, and Connor will head to the bench. Derek Clark back into the game now for the Storm. 3 starters now back in for South Elgin. And now Lever comes in for the Royals. A lot of timely substitutions for both teams. And now Sowers will control in the backcourt. Up top for Lever. Clark guarding tightly. Burke to Burke in the corner, no good. Short fight for the rebound goes off of the Storm and tipped out of bounds for Ryan Brown. And Larkin will control once again out of bounds. Burke will head to the bench. And Williams now into the game for the Storm. Make that the Royals. And here's a strong take down low. Good defense in a thicket of defenders. Here comes Zagori. Has KJ down low, mishandles it. And a missed opportunity there for the Storm. Brooks tried to get it back, but foul called on the reach-in. Storm some easy missed opportunities early in the game. Got to clean those up if they want to shrink the lead once again, down by 4 points. With just about 2 minutes remaining in the opening quarter of the home opener. Lever trying to get it to Sowers, and he finally does. Tough dribble move from Williams. Down low is Burke. Having a tough time against George. And George comes up with the ball. And off the leg of Brown. It looks like it'll stay with the Royals. Good defense from Ishmael George against Kabaya Burke. Zagori tips it away. Clark, good outlet pass to KJ. And that one is good. Outlet pass from Clark. And it's now a 2-point game. Vergara and Scholl set to check in for the Storm as Brown guards Burke tightly. Clark, nearly a steal. And Clark, a hustle play there, nearly tipping it away from the Royals. It'll stay with Larkin off the tip from Clark. Clark showing winning plays, and so is KJ. To the rim, easy basket off the pass from Derek Clark, and KJ already a basket in this game. Zagori nearly poked away the pass from Burke, and now the Royals will reset up top. Brown, Scholl into the game, already a tip pass. Here comes Ryan Brown, floats it up high for Zagori, throws it out. Vergara, Clark, three-pointer, got it! Clark throws up the 3-point and makes it 2 for 2 on the night for Derek Clark from beyond the arc. Now gives the Storm the lead, 13-12 with a minute to go in the first quarter. Zagori. Williams guarded tightly from Vergara. Burke open on the wing, double team. Brown, pressure. Nearly poked away. Here comes Derek Clark to the rim. Can't finish. Vergara put back is good. 22 shots up and in, and the lead grows to 3. Under 30 seconds now to go in the first quarter. Burke in the lane, no good. Clark, stolen, down low. Burke got it. And that'll quiet the Storm fans, 15-14. Vergara will dribble it up. 10 seconds now for the Storm in the first quarter. It falls into the hands of Caden Scholl. Vergara, three-pointer on the wing, got it! That'll end the first quarter. Luis Vergara, a much-needed energy play, and the Storm grow the lead 18-14. Just when you thought the Royals had some momentum, the Storm answer right back. Vergara, the senior, in his last home opener here in his South Elgin career, rocking the Kobe arm sleeve and knocking down the three-pointer. A good start for the Storm to respond, and a great way for the Storm to start their home opener here against the Royals. Let's remind you about Rosen Hyundai of Algonquin. Rosen Hyundai, one of our great sponsors here at the Beacon Academy this quarter, sponsored by Rosen Hyundai of Algonquin and Genesis of Algonquin. Looking for a brand new Hyundai or certified pre-owned? It's express online buying made simple. Visit online rosenhyundai.com or Genesis of Algonquin.com. 18-14 as we approach the second quarter of play. And we expected this, a close matchup between the Royals and the Storm. In these close conference rival games, you throw the records out the window. Royals not looking like an 0-4 team, and the Storm sitting at 2-4, still holding on to a lead entering the second quarter. And it's going to be a very exciting finish. Derek Clark, a couple of three-pointers already in this game. Luis Vergara, highlight play of the quarter to close it off to give the lead back to the Storm, 18-14. We're only just beginning here. 3 more quarters of action to decide the winner here between the Royals and the Storm. Clark will inbound it for Vergara. And here we go. Start of the second quarter, 18-14. Luis Vergara, 3 on the wing to close off the first, and gets it back off the near steal from the Royals. Defense picking up here for Larkin. Vergara having some trouble, gets it to Brown. Clark flares over to the corner. Vergara guarded tightly by Burke. Here's a cut for Zaguri. Euro in the lane, no good. Ethan Zaguri the miss there, and the Royals will push it down court. Here's Sowers once again. Brown nearly the steal. Had Burke in the corner, he'll take it himself. Blocked by Brown, and off the hip of Jones, I believe. Yep, that'll be Storm basketball. A good recovery there for Larkin and the Royals. But a good timely tip there for Clark. Leads to Storm ball, and Ethan Zaguri will dribble it up. Caden Scholl in the game after a couple of games off here for the Storm. A very talented junior on this South Elgin team. Clark a turnover, and a take foul there from Zaguri. And Derek Clark says, it's on me, guys. And a good responsibility there for one of the leaders of this Storm team. Patent the chest and own it up for the mistake as Larkin will inbound it once again. Burke will control. Burke getting a lot of minutes here in the second quarter to start. Here comes Sowers, guarded tightly by Vergara. Luis doing a good job against Sowers. Burke against Brown. Stutter step in the lane. Up top, Burke finds A.J. Jones, free throw line jumper, no good, too strong. Fight for the rebound, goes right back to Burke, and Sowers once again. Screen from Burke. Sowers thought about a 3, he'll float it in the lane and gets it to go. 18-16 now, Larkin responding. Vergara has had some trouble against Burke here to start the second quarter. Now ISO'd deep in the backcourt. 3 points on the night for Luis Vergara. Off the screen from Scholl, takes it himself and draws the foul. Vergara all the way coast to coast and draws the foul against Burke. And now Vergara to the line, takes a deep breath, and potential to get to 20 points off the 2 free throws from Vergara. Very back and forth between these two teams. Coach Carter and Coach Church doing a good job managing this high-level basketball game. Vergara knocked down the first one. He'll load up for the second, and no good. Rebound down low for the Royals, and now Larkin will push. Mister with the ball. D'Angelo Mister on the wing, gets it to Burke. Pump fake. Thought about a 3 off the leg of Clark. 19-16. Just under 6 minutes remaining in the first half. Larkin started out the game pretty good, and South Elgin just using the home court advantage. As Sowers will control once again. Sowers has gotten the ball a lot here for the Royals. Stripped away from Zaguri. Ethan will push it down low. Scholl, swing, Clark, three-pointer in the corner. He's fouled. And contact on the attempt. Clark will head to the line for 3 free throws. Clark, good job taking shots early, getting a rhythm. Derek Clark at the line now for the Storm as Ishmael George set to check in for South Elgin. He'll come in for Caden Scholl. And some much needed size down low here for the Storm. Pretty tall lineup out there for South Elgin with Brown, Vergara, Clark, George, and Zagori. And I think both teams forgot there's 3 free throws. And substitution will come in for the Royals. Logan Lever now into the game. And now we'll have our final free throw for the trip for Clark. Got it. 22-16 now. Storm lead it by 6. 5.5 minutes to go in the first half. Josh Hibbett with the ball. Guarded tightly from Vergara. Drive in the lane, got it. Sowers, floater, and now 22-18. Very close matchup here between the Royals and Storm. Vergara finds Clark off the cut. Clark no good in the lane. Here comes Lever. Mishandled pass there from Mister. D'Angelo gets it to Sowers once again. This has been the matchup here, Vergara and Sowers. Tipped pass there, Burke, and it looks like he fell down. Could have been a foul call there against Zagori on the reach-in. And it'll be Larkin basketball. A strong take there from Burke, but it looks like Zagori got the wrist there. Could have gone either way. Could have looked like ball from here. And nevertheless, it'll be Larkin basketball under the basket. And another foul for Ethan Zagori sends him to the bench. And Frank Clemente into the game now for South Elgin. An air ball, and Lever will hear that from the home crowd. Vergara gets the screen from George. Handoff to Brown. Drive in the lane. Brown finds Clemente, and foul against the Royals. Not the prettiest possession for the Storm, but a foul against the Royals. And Mister will be credited with the foul, and will have the reset under the basket. Vergara to inbound. Gets it into George in the corner. George, good dribble move down low, using the size. Tried to feed it down low to Clark. Sowers will control. Approaching 4 minutes remaining in the first half. Stutter step, Logan in the lane, got it. 22-20 now, a 2-point game here. Larkin have fought their way back, and now a very close game. 2-point shortest margin here since the first quarter. Clemente controls. Brown against Sowers. Handoff. George will take a corner 3 off the mark. Frank tips it to Brown. Tip pass and stolen by the Royals. Pass down low. Burke couldn't handle it, but cleans it up. Garbage into goal there for the Royals, and give credit to Reed down low. Vergara has controlled the ball a lot here for the Storm, as Kevon Brooks Jr. and Shaylin Shukti set to check in for South Elgin. Handoff to Clark. Spin move nearly poked away. Vergara fighting for it, and on the ground is Larkin, and a good timeout there for Carter. Larkin calls the timeout, and we are knotted up at 22 apiece with just about 3 minutes remaining in the first quarter. And just trouble for the Storm here against the defenders of the Royals. Good tip there from Reed, and just good hustle. First to the floor, usually gets the ball, and that was the case there for the Royals. Larkin doing a good job here against the 2-4 Storm. Larkin looking for their first win of the season. This would be a big one to come here into South Elgin's home court and to take the home opener. That would be huge for the Royals. And now they've come all the way back to tie up this game at 22. Relatively low scoring game we have here. Lever, no good. Rebound Brooks. Fell into his own man. And off the feet of Brooks, and a good heads-up play there for Burke. And Larkin will have it under the basket once again. Clark, good tip down low, off the feet of the Royals, and make that Clemente Frank. A good play off the bench. His first minutes of the game is a good one. Clark will inbound it for the Storm. Shakti will push it down court. Here comes Shalen. Had Frank in the corner. He'll hand it off to George. George slip pass down low. Frank in the corner for three, short. KJ rising high for the rebound, and it goes to George. Tip for the ball is controlled by Sowers. And pressure from South Elgin, and foul called against KJ. Storm are being aggressive. Larkin this season has had trouble controlling the basketball, and South Elgin definitely doing their homework. And here we go. Inbound here for Hibbett. It goes to Sowers, and now Zagori will have the responsibility of guarding Sowers and travel against Sowers. Good defense from Zagori. That's what he's known for. Shakti. Up top to George. Clark, a three-pointer. That one's short. Frank up and in, grabs the rebound, and a good response for the Storm to take the lead. Larkin trying to respond, down by 2, under 2 minutes to go in the first half. Sowers controls against Zagori. Zagori caused the travel just to play a go, and good defense against Sowers. Could have been a travel there on the take, but that basket will count for Larkin. A good move in space there for Hibbett. Shakti. Pressured from Reed. Hands it off to Frank up top. Zagori cut down low. George. Shakti through his hands. And turnover for the Storm. It'll be Larkin basketball. Both these teams going back and forth. 24-24. Minute 19 remaining in the first half. Here comes Sowers. Nearly poked away and off the knee of Burke. And that'll be Storm basketball. Storm fans definitely liking that play. Zagori to inbound it to Shakti. Make that Frank. Clemente has the ball. We'll reset it to Shakti. Approaching a minute in the first half. Shalen, a good move to Zagori. Frank was open down low. And that'll stay with the Storm. It'll be Clemente to inbound it for South Elgin. George, Clark, Zagori, Shakti, and Clemente out there for the Storm. K-Spears set to check back in for Larkin. That now makes it K-Spears, Sowers, Jones, Hibbett, Reed, and now Mr. Clemente. Inbounds to Shukti. Tipped away from Mr. D'Angelo Mr. Guarding Shukti very close. As Shaylin will head to the bench. Hodges and Vergara now checked back into the game. Vergara up top to Clark. We're under a minute here in the first half. Clark, Zagori on the wing. Here's Vergara trying to get the screen from Zagori. Good defense from the Royals. Zagori, tough take to the basket, finishes, and the lead goes back to the Storm. Good take there from Ethan. Clark, good defense, and Vergara will pressure Sowers. 25 seconds. Larkin having some trouble. Sowers guarded by Hodges. Fake handoff. Tough take to the rim. That one's short, and the Storm will have about 10 seconds to get a final shot off. George on the wing. 5 seconds to go. Clark, three-pointer, no good, short. Vergara, that'll count! Vergara, not one, but two buzzer beaters in this game. And what a way to end the first half. The emotion from 22 shots. You can see Clark on the wing, tipped, and Vergara never gave up on the play. And what a play there for Vergara. And the emotion to cap off a very exciting first half here for our home opener. 28-24, Storm on top. A very exciting first half. Larkin jumped out to a good start, but South Elgin, what a way to respond for the home fans. And we'll have a quick break and return to second half action here at South Elgin High School. Hello everyone and welcome back to second half action here between the Royals and the Storm. Don't forget this game brought to you by our season sponsor, the Bear Family McDonald's, proud supporters of our community since 1967. Stop by one of their 35 area McDonald's restaurants today, as well as our friends at Rosen Hyundai of Algonquin and Genesis of Algonquin. Looking for a brand new Hyundai or certified pre-owned? It's Rosen online buying made simple. Visit rosenhyundai.com or genesisofalgonquin.com. Well, it's been the pair of Vergara and Clark that's given the lead for the Storm. 9 points on the night for Derek Clark and 8 on the night for Luis Vergara. Storm holding on to a 4-point lead at 28-24 against the winless Royals. South Elgin had some trouble early, but they responded here for the home opener. And it looks like South Elgin will have their starting lineup set to start here in the second half. Zagori, Vergara, Shukti, George, and Clark. Larkin, it's been a lot of Javon Sowers and Josh Hibbett for Larkin. Royals have had their two-headed monster manage to score a lot of points to put it at 28-24. As South Elgin will have it out of bounds to start the second half. Nick Martinez with the Beacon Academy. First Storm basketball game of the season is already off to a great start. And an exciting finish we will have here to this Larkin-South Elgin rivalry game. Larkin will start with the ball. And an early push here for the Royals. Here to a fadeaway in the corner, gets it to go. And Larkin already on the scoreboard here in the second half. Hibbett, another basket in the corner. Shukti will control now for the Storm. Not a lot of minutes here for Shaylin Shukti. There's been a lot of minutes for this man, Ethan Zagori, answering the Larkin basket and gets that floater to go. And that one looked to be a backcourt violation. They're not going to call it. Zagori on the steal. Already a basket and a steal to start this second half. Zagori take and foul against Hibbett. Ethan Zagori, a good start to his second half. 30-26 is the score. South Elgin on top, still holding on to a 4-point lead. Zagori, 2 free throws. Misses the first as Shukti will head to the bench. And Kavan Brooks Jr. checking into the game for Shukti. Zagori got that one to go. 1-2 trip there for Zagori. Nearly stolen, and it is. Brooks fighting for the ball, gets it into the hands of Vergara. Luis, a lot of highlight plays in this one. 30-26, Storm still on top. Floater in the lane, got it off glass. And Vergara, another basket and another point on his home opening night. Pass in the corner to K-Spear. Having some trouble against the trap in the corner. Lever got it. Logan Lever gets the free throw line jumper to go, makes it 33-28 with just about 6.5 minutes remaining in the third quarter. Here's Brooks. Stutter step. Gets it to Zagori in the corner. Ethan. Good defense from Sowers. Dribble in the lane. Brooks couldn't get that fadeaway to go. A good move to get separation, just couldn't finish. And now Larkin will push down court. That one is good for A.J. Jones. And now a 3-point game with just about 6 minutes remaining in the third quarter. Here comes Vergara. Had a layup. He'll pass it up to KJ in the corner. No good. Zagori fight for the rebound. Ethan. tipped and off the hands of the Royals. And now Brooks will inbound it, make that Vergara. Luis Vergara, 8 points in this game. Nearly a turnover there for Luis. Zagori on the wing, wide open, short. Vergara, strong rebound, had Clark, he'll take it himself. Luis feeling it! Another three-pointer for Luis Vergara. Storm raining three-pointers. And another layup good for Larkin, 36-32 now. Vergara, now 13 points. Hop step, throws it to nobody. And that wild pass will give it back to the Royals, but Luis Vergara, a heat check three-pointer is good to make the lead stay at 4. Larkin having some trouble. KJ nearly poking it away. Trap at half court. Good defense from the Storm. Clark tips it away. Here's Vergara. He'll take it himself. Got it. Luis, another basket and another point. A game this senior needed to get his season started. Clark, an easy steal. Down the lane, and DC up and in. Storm back-to-back baskets. K-Spear down low. Clark couldn't get back in enough time, and Larkin a good basket in transition. But the Storm have been on a tear to start this second half. Brooks, Brown, guarded tightly from Reed. Vergara trying to set the screen. Brown having some trouble, gets it away to KJ in the corner. High tip for the ball pass. George down low, pump fake, up and no good. But a foul called against K-Spear. And George will head to the line for 2, 40-34, South Elgin. Very good job on the offensive end here tonight, as Ryan Brown is injured for the Storm, having some trouble, and South Elgin will get a substitution in. That'll be Shaylin Shukti into the game now for Ryan Brown. Very good night here for Brown, and hate to see that one. George gets the first one to go and makes it 41-34. Shaylin Shukti into the game now for Ryan Brown, and let's see if the Storm can grow their lead even more, holding on to a 7-point lead. George the opportunity to push it to their largest lead of the game. Ish, short, rebound Reed, and Larkin will push. Lever, outlet pass to Sowers. Clark guarding Sowers. Good cutoff down low. Burke on the wing against Shukti. 2 versus 2 on the wing. Vergara guarding Sowers. Burke having trouble. In the corner is Reed. Clark guarding tightly. Wild shot and bailout foul called against Ish George. Make that Derek Clark. Clark called for the foul. George and Clark there on the shot disruption. And that leads to free throws for Reed. Larkin in a bit of a hole now against the Storm. Hasn't been the best night for either team. Still anyone's game here with 3:40 remaining in the third. And still a whole quarter of play. Nick Martinez with the Beacon Academy. Home opener here at South Elgin High School as the fans try to disrupt that one, and it works. Reed 0 for 2 at the line. Clark having some trouble. Here comes George with Brooks down low. George blocked from Burke. And a good recovery from the Royals. Here comes Larkin. Brooks guarding Reed. Reed gets it on the wing to Burke. Tyler Burke now will face KJ. Logan Lever up top. Larkin having some trouble getting some motion here against South Elgin. Clark nearly stolen. Lever misses it all. Tip saved, goes to South Elgin. Here comes Clark. Derek in the lane, Vergara, pump fake. Lost it and poked away. Way Vergara's been shooting. That one might have gone in. Foul called against Shakti. And Tyler Burke selling the foul call against Shakti. Clark and Brooks will head to the bench. Zagori and Hodges now into the game. Just under 3 minutes remaining in the third quarter, still at 41-34. Larkin, strong take and foul called against the Storm. That'll be the third team foul called against South Elgin in this third quarter. A lot of fouls called against the Storm. Zagori with the foul. His second of the night, and now Reed gets that one to fall. 41-35. Larkin down by 6, trying to make a late quarter comeback. We've seen Larkin stick around the entire night, and this would be the time to do it. After an 0 for 2 trip, Reed goes 2 for 2 to knock them both down to make it 41-36. Hodges and Zagori now into the game for the Storm as Shakti will bring it up. George fakes the screens. Vergara will give one to Shakti. Zagori, handoff. Vergara thought about a 3. He'll drive in the lane. A lot of contact. No foul called against the Royals, and Larkin will push. Burke slipped, and that'll be South Elgin ball. Tough slip up there for Kabaya Burke. Just couldn't get the right footing. And now a good break for the Storm. Let's see what happened. Good push in transition, just Burke slipped on the play, and South Elgin now will control. Zagori into Shakti. Shalen running into his own man, trying to get it across half court, having some trouble. Got to throw it cross court, stolen. Mister in the lane, Euro step gets it to go, and Larkin responding to cut it to 3 points. Under 2 minutes now. Vergara, Zagori, thought about a 3. George will take one, short. And now Larkin, the potential to tie up this game. Wouldn't be a Larkin South Elgin game without a close finish. Reed in the lane, no good. Vergara will control. He'll slow it down and will push. Risky pass is stolen. And here comes the Royals. Reed down low, rejected at the rim. Ishmael George with the block, and that gets the crowd into that one. Ishmael George coming all the way from half court to block that one. What a play to get the Storm back into this one just as the momentum was on Larkin's side. South Elgin and Ishmael George, a high energy play. Ishmael George showing off the vertical. And after that play, Ishmael George will get a well-deserved rest on the bench. Scholl into the game for George. Zagori makes one defender fall. Hodges, Brooks, three. No good. Zagori down low, fights for the rebound, puts it up and in. Timeout called on the floor. Ethan Zagori, cleanup man, putting it up and in for the Storm to push the lead 43-38. Both teams having their moments here in the third quarter. Still a close margin here between the Royals and the Storm, as we want to remind you about Daryl Barnes Photography for portraits, family photos, graduation photos, sports team photos, and even more. For all your photographic needs, contact Daryl Barnes Photography. You can find Daryl Barnes online at darylbarnesphotography.com. Thank you to Daryl Barnes, along with Wise Guys Pizza. For the best pizza in town, it's Wise Guys Pizzeria in South Elgin. Check out their new and improved online ordering system at I'mAWiseGuy.com. See their catering menu online for parties or any occasion. It's all there at I'mAWiseGuy.com. 43-38 in the home opener here at South Elgin High School. Larkin led in the first quarter, got in a deficit in the second quarter, fought back in the third, and now with a minute and 3 seconds to go in the end of the third quarter, Larkin still down by 5. Inbound to Sowers. Trap. Trying to beat the press in the lane. Mister will throw up a three. That one off the mark. Strong rebound goes to Burke. Under 50 seconds now to go. Sowers poked away. Zagori in transition. Ethan to the rim. And fouled against Mister. Ethan Zagori getting to the rim and getting really high off glass, and a clear foul against Larkin. We know Zagori can definitely throw it down, as Ethan Zagori, a couple of dunks on the season already, as the first free throw is no good to keep it at 43-38. Next 3 games for the Royals, they'll face an out-of-conference opponent in Glenbard West, and then 2 straight conference matchups between West Chicago and Fenton. 0-4 start to the season. Larkin knocking on the door of their first win if they can stop the highlight plays of the Storm, and that's not going to do it there for the Royals. Hodges with the steal. Zagori. Scholl thought about a three. It'll fall into the hands of Zagori once again. Right to the rim, and an easy take to the basket. Ethan Zagori, another basket on the night. Now 12 seconds to go for Larkin, nearly falling down. Mister stays up, being tightly guarded from Hodges. Backcourt violation, and now South Elgin will have an opportunity at the end of the third. 4 seconds to go now. South Elgin will inbound it, and a backcourt violation on Sowers. Zagori to Vergara. 3 seconds. Vergara off his foot. He'll throw up a backward shot, and that one no good. Well, if Vergara would have made that one, that would have been his third buzzer beater of the night. And South Elgin, a very impressive start to the second half. After 3 quarters of play, 46-38. Storm on top against the Royals. Larkin 0-4 on the season, last place in the Upstate 8 conference. South Elgin won conference last year for the first time in school history. A very talented team with Elias Cole Williams, Sean Harvey, Mason Montgomery, just to name a few. And now a new age of Storm basketball looking to repeat for the first time in school history as conference champs. 2-4 start to the season. This would be a very big conference win. If the Storm win this game, they'll be 2-0 in the conference with wins against Glenbard South and Larkin, which would definitely help them as they have a lot of conference matchups set to come up in the next couple of weeks here. Only the beginning of the basketball season here on the Beacon Academy live streams on YouTube. We'll have the Hinkle Holiday Classic coming up at the end of December. Always a great tournament over at Jacobs High School. Make sure to tune into that entire tournament. The Storm will be in that tournament, along with a lot of great teams in the Chicagoland area. 46-38. Final 8 minutes of play. Vergara will control. 46 points on the night for the Storm, looking to grow it even more. Scholl, Hodges in the lane, floater, no good. Missed it all, and Zagori up, and a foul called against Sowers. Ethan Zagori, a lot of rebounds in this game. In the right place at the right time is Ethan Zagori. A very impressive night. 13 points for Ethan, and grows it there off the first make for the free throw. 47-38 now. Larkin down by 9 points. A very close matchup. Closer than many expected coming into this game, as that second one is no good. Zagori 1 for 2 at the line on that trip. Good defense against Brown. KJ with the rebound. Gets it to Vergara. Luis got to push it. Zagori slip past to Hodges. Scholl, good passing by the Storm. Vergara drives. Zagori in the corner will slow it down. Luis up top. Hodges. Good move to the rim. That one is no good. Let's see what the call is on the floor. It looks to be a shooting foul on the take from Hodges. And now Connor Hodges, the senior, will head to the line for 2. Trying to make it a double-digit deficit for Larkin. Scholl, Zagori, Hodges, Brooks, and Vergara, the 5 out there for the Storm. Reed, Lever, Hibbett in for the Royals, as that's a turnover once again for Larkin. And just careless basketball for Larkin. Too high for H.A. Jones, and Vergara now will inbound. Cross-court pass. Hodges recollects it and scores off the pass. What a dime there from Luis Vergara. Every play in this game has been a call to Vergara. Strong rebound to Scholl. Zagori will push. Brooks thought about a 3. He'll reset. Wide open is Vergara. He'll slow it down with his team up by 11. Luis. Handoff to Zagori. Vergara and Zagori, strong offensive nights, and they grow. Ethan Zagori up and in for another strong Storm basket. 51-38 now. Larkins down by the most points of the night. Sowers having some trouble, and a foul called against Brooks. Lead starting to grow now for South Elgin. It's been a smaller lineup for the Royals than we're used to seeing. Give credit to the Storm. Speed on the perimeter. Jones having some trouble. Nearly tipped from Vergara. Lever will reset. 6 minutes remaining in this one. Fouled on the take against Zagori. That'll be his 3rd. And 51-38. Larkin will head to the line to cut the lead. 51-38, Larkin at the line, gets the first one to go. Sowers has handled the ball a lot for the Royals. Just hasn't been able to convert so far in the game scoring-wise. Scholl, the strong rebound. Zagori will control for South Elgin. Oh, near crossover there for Zagori. Almost making Jones fall, and Brooks up top. Brooks, good dribble move inside. He'll take it himself. Brooks couldn't finish. Long pass down low to Lever. Can't finish as well. Scholl, outlet pass to Hodges. Good move to the rim. That one no good, but foul called against Burke down low, and Hodges will head to the line once again. 51-39. Hodges to the line once again. First one is good. And now 5 points on the night for Connor Hodges. Same 5 out there for both teams. As Connor goes 1 for 2. Scholl the rebound. Hodges down low, gets it to go. 3 points on one possession for Hodges, as Clark and George set to check in for the Storm. A good possession there for South Elgin and Hodges. Scholl blocked. Blocked again. Back-to-back blocks for Caden Scholl. Vergara having some trouble and loses it out of bounds. Vergara definitely wanted that one back, as a timeout is called on the floor. Storm growing their lead 54-39 with just about 5 minutes left to go here in the home opener. Larkin and South Elgin, a very entertaining game to say the least. While we have a moment, let's remind you about Tom the Plumber, Inc. Tom the Plumber, Inc. is a family-owned and operated company committed to providing plumbing service and installations of the highest quality and craftsmanship. Tom the Plumber, honest and affordable. Visit Tom online at tomtheplumberinc.com or give him a call at 847-513-3971. 54 points on the night for the Storm already, with a couple of minutes left in the game. Ryan Brown, one of the Storm players, left with an apparent ankle injury and is on the bench after being looked at. Brown had a very impressive night, but injury keeping him out of this one. See some of the players for the Storm. Good camera work for our Beacon Academy crew down underneath the basket. Takes a lot of effort to move the camera down low, back and forth on the spin chair. Brooks with the steal. Almost got it and throws it away to the Royals. And now Larkin, a lot of work to do here, under 5 minutes to go in the fourth quarter. Clark, George, Vergara, Brooks, and Zagori in there for the Storm. Nearly tipped away. Reed controls. Sowers in the lane. Good move to get down low. Can't get it to go. Put up by Sowers. Fight for the rebound from Burke, and foul against Clark. Got the wrists of Burke going up on the take, and now Burke will head to the line. (54-39) Larkin misses the first, it looks like, but that actually went in from up here. It looked a little tough angle to see, but that one will count to make it 54-40. Substitutions for the Royals. Josh Hibbett coming back into the game, number 5 for Larkin. free throw is up and good. Make that a 2-for-2 trip for Burke. And now makes it 54-41. Zagori to George Vergara. The speed up court, he'll reset. Shakti into the game now, starting 5 in there for the Storm. Shakti fighting on the ground. It'll fall into the hands of Larkin. And Larkin tipped that one. It'll be Storm basketball on the sideline. High pass to George at center court. Shakti. Up top. Shalen, handoff to Clark. Clark, motion, try to get it into the corner. He'll reset to Shakti. Shalen. Vergara. Vergara's had a great night. 16 points for Luis. High pass down low and foul called on the entry pass. And Storm will have it under the basket, 54-41. Under 4 minutes now to go in the game. South Elgin holding on to a very sizable lead. As Clark gets it off the inbound. Shakti. Vergara in the lane. George in the corner. No good. Clark fight for the rebound. Shakti will control. Storm will reset. Luis. Stutter step. Ethan trying to get free. Handoff. Shakti. Having some trouble against Hibbets. Loses it. Jones on the steal. Here comes Reed. Down the lane and near and one play. Couldn't finish in transition. Ethan Zagori with the take foul. And now more free throws for the Royals. Still a very close game here for Larkin. If they can get close looks like these and good takes, can come back into this game with just under 3.5 minutes to go. And if both these were to fall for Reed, it would make it an 11-point game. Well within reach here for the Royals. That one is good. South Elgin haven't scored in quite a bit. A lot of possessions leading in misses and turnovers. 54-42 now. Reed at the line. First one was good. Second one just as good. Zagori will inbound it. Larkin's done a good job all night defending the press. Clark will control. Hasn't scored since the first half. Vergara in the corner. He checked three. Good. Timeout. Luis Vergara, a night to remember here on his final home opener with the Storm. Zagori in the lane. Kicks it out. Vergara got it. 57-43. Luis Vergara putting the L's down here against Larkin. 57-43. South Elgin in control. Out of the timeout, Larkin. A lot of work to do now and starting to get out of the reach. 18 points for Luis Vergara. That's how you start your home court season. Got all the fans in attendance watching the game. Might as well drop 18 points. On the verge of a 20 bomb for 22 shots. 57-43. A great night for the seniors here of the Storm. A lot of scoring between Clark, Zagori, and Vergara. 18 points for Luis, 16 for Ethan, and 11 for Derek. Sowers guarded tightly from Zagori. Kick on the outside to Hibbett. George, a near tip pass. Sowers against Zagori. Great defense from the Storm. Vergara guarding Reed. Reed having some trouble. Gets it right back to Jones. Good move against Shukti. Fancy dribble moves, but can't finish. As Clark, a strong rebound, and he'll push. Clark to Shukti. Will they feed the hot hand in Vergara? Shukti to George. Ish. Handoff. Luis, fresh off a three. Nearly losing it. And it is controlled by the Royals. Clark, fight for it. Ball loose, controlled for Larkin. Here comes Brown in the lane, no good. Jones couldn't get the layup. George controls. And back and forth these teams go as we're under 2 minutes left in the game. South Elgin well in control and on the verge of getting their third win of the season. That'll stay with the Storm as Mister set to check in for Larkin. Reed will head to the bench after Vergara. The matchup with Vergara got a little tangled, and that'll send Reed to the bench. Shukti to George. Clark, Vergara, Zagori, George, and Shukti in there for South Elgin. Ish hands it off to Zagori. Ethan, stutter step. George thought about a three, and that indecision leads to a travel. And Coach Carter definitely liking that play. His team down by 14. Tipped pass, Shukti, outlet, Vergara for 20! No good. Clark finishes and turning garbage into gold. Luis Vergara almost got the layup for 20. And being a former teammate of Luis, I know he's going to want that one back. (59-43), under a minute to go here at South Elgin High School. Storm on the verge of a big conference win, as the layup is good for Mr. South Elgin will now advance to 2-0 in the conference, 3-4 on the season. Larkin will fall to 0-5, and South Elgin starting their homestand off with a win, as another travel for George. We'll give the ball back to the Royals. What a night for Luis Vergara. 18 points for the moment. Ethan Zagori as well. A lot of rebounds and a lot of great defensive pressure, as he has 16 of his own. And Derek Clark, 13 points as well. It's all seniors in the home opener. 15 seconds. Let's see if South Elgin will get a final shot. It'll be stolen actually by the Royals. And under 10 seconds to go, Larkin pushing it down court. Floater in the lane, no good. And with 2 seconds, that'll be the final shots. And there you have it. The Storm say, take that, Royals. South Elgin, 59-49. An even 10-point win for the Storm, and Larkin falls to 0-5. South Elgin advancing to 3-4. What a night for Luis Vergara, and putting his team on his back. And what a night for this Storm team. A great way to start the season here at home. 1-0 at home currently for the 2-0 conference leading South Elgin Storm. Nick Martinez with the Beacon Academy. Thank you to all of our game sponsors. The Bear Family McDonald's, Custom Heating and Cooling of Chicagoland, Rosen Hyundai, Tom the Plumber, and Daryl Barnes Photography. We'll have a highlight reel of our game here between the Royals and South Elgin. The Storm on top for wherever you are. Thanks for tuning in to South Elgin Beacon Academy High School Basketball.
This sports broadcast made possible with support from the following. The Bear Family McDonald's, proud supporters of our community since 1967. Stop by one of their over 35 area McDonald's restaurants today. Rosen Hyundai of Algonquin and Genesis of Algonquin. Looking for a brand new Hyundai or certified pre-owned? It's Rosen Express online buying made simple. Visit rosenhyundai.com or genesisofelgonquin.com. Custom Heating and Cooling of Chicagoland. For all your heating or cooling needs, count on Custom Heating and Cooling. Featuring sales, installation, and 24-hour emergency service. Find them online at customheating.com. Custom Heating and Cooling, powered by Bryant, whatever it takes. For the best pizza in town, Wise Guys Pizzeria in South Elgin. Check out our new and improved online ordering at I'mAWiseGuy.com. Tom the Plumber is a family-owned and operated company committed to providing plumbing service and installations of the highest quality and craftsmanship. Tom the Plumber, honest and affordable. Visit Tom online at TomThePlumberInc.com. And Daryl Barnes Photography for portraits, family and graduation photos, sports team photos, and more. Contact Daryl Barnes Photography at darylbarnes.com.